welcome to Gaby's Cooking. I am going to be showing you today how to make one of the versions of Spanish rice, and I'm going to show you two varieties. One is going to be with the classic Jasmine rice, and the other one is going to be the low carb that contains cauliflower. It's really yummy. I am going to show you how to do the classic version of the Spanish rice that contains an onion, garlic, spices, and the jasmine rice. The other version, which is the low carb, I'm going to show you the difference between those two. But we're going to focus now on the classic version. So the first thing that we're going to do is we are going to peel the onion and we are going to cut it in small squares. For this recipe, I'm going to chop the garlic by hand. You can use a device as well, but I like it a little bit choppy and not too thin for this recipe, so there. We have cut the onions and the garlic for both recipes. What I would like to show you now is how to cut the cauliflower. I usually don't buy the already cut cauliflower rice. I like to cut it myself because I like it more chunky. I don't like it very thin or put it in the blender. I just cut it and I'll show you how. Oil is perfect to add the onion and the garlic. I'm gonna cook them in this oil until they become nice and tender. This recipe calls for cooking the rice first in a dry environment. The onions are ready for the rice, so I am going to add the entire cup of rice in these onions, and I'm going to let them cook for a little bit, maybe 2 or 3 minutes. Our wonderful cauliflower Spanish rice now is going to receive the cauliflower when the onions are transparent. So we add all of the cauliflowers and we're going to let this mix to cook for 2 or 3 minutes before we add more ingredients. You can see that this rice, since it has very little liquid, can stick to the bottom of the pan. So you need to move it along, otherwise it's going to get too sticky in the bottom, and we don't want that. So we move it a little bit and then we're going to come up with the next ingredients. Our cauliflower mix is sizzling, very nice. So to this preparation we're going to add a cup of tomato. And we're going to mix it really well and leave it for cook another 3 or 5 minutes. To this preparation we're going to add the salt and pepper and the spices. We're going to add now 2 cups of chicken broth, and we're going to mix it really well, and this is going to cook for another 5-10 minutes, and our Spanish rice is going to be done. So this is our low carb version of the Spanish rice, and right now I am going to add the Spanish spices and salt and pepper. For the low carb version, you can either leave it just like that, or you can add the cornstarch to 1 cup of the broth and add it to the preparation to cook. This is going to change the texture a little bit. It's going to be more creamy and more similar to actually what rice texture looks like. So in this case, I decided to add the cornstarch and the broth. This is going to cook for 5 minutes and this is done. Rice is ready. Let me show you the consistency. So the heat is off and there is still a little bit of moisture, but it's going to dry being in the pan with the heat off and lid on. This is ready. This wonderful Spanish rice I am going to serve with lamb chop, green beans, roasted peppers, and garnish with crust. Our superstar low-carb Spanish rice I am going to serve with roasted peppers that I roasted in my oven and green beans. I hope you like. I really enjoy making these recipes. This low-carb version of the Spanish rice is absolutely delicious. I hope you join me for more recipes.